Okay then, listen up. It's for the one subscriber and my brother out there that actually watched this. It's been a while because I split up with the Hugs and she had the camera. Anyway, since then, the mighty Bellissio. Well, we all know that she won at Hanging Rock. Here actually is the proof. Very proud date. The orange caps, terrible. But since then, she's been around twice, and for where she is now, let me just say, if you like your processed meats, just keep off them for a couple of months. Now, we're about 25 days into the 50 days of this Sydney carnival, and the real stuff is really starting to heat up now. Track today was slow 6. I reckon it might get to dead 5. It could stay at slow 6. It could get to a dead 4. I don't think we'll play with anything better than a dead 4. So all this is done with a slow 6 in mind. Now the first, and it really looks a race between the 2 New Edge, the 4 Wasted Emotions and the 6 Light Red. 1 and 3, there's some class there in the Free Stater and Century Serb. We've got some up-and-comers that are in form. I know going down in class, I always look at that horses going back down in class. But really between 2, 4 and 6 you can back whichever one of those you want. Now the second, and we get to the last chance stakes, the Darley Stakes. Or the Pago as it used to be. Now over the wicket, very honest horse. So you could not do anything wrong by putting your money on it because you know you'll get a show, and especially it's just as honest as the day is long. But there's a horse, number 10, Brawl, that Gerald Ryan trains. Now he produced Mazuka on Easter Saturday, and after the race when it come third, it come second or third that day. Gerald was quoted as saying, "I've got a better one back in the stable," as most trainers do, but he's a pretty genuine guy, that Gerald Ryan. With that in mind, about a week and a half later, he produced a Redute's Choice at Canterbury, and they climbed out the trees to back it. It, of course, didn't win. And here we are with the last chance to get into the Golden Slipper. And he's got a Dan Zero called Brawl. Now, it's coming out of Barrier 13, but he's booked Betty Shin. I think where there's a bit of smoke, there might be a bit of fire. Don't like the barrier, but it might be just worth a little ticket, just to see how it goes. Now the third, and there's a few okay horses in this. I mean, Reggie's been going around for a while. Reen's Lady, it needs the tar pitch really for it to win if it swims in tar. Cosy Bay's the improver. Pravana was pretty good, but Cosy Bay was just really warming up at the end of 1600 last time. And with that in mind, I think Cosy Bay might just be the one here. Ruby Bree's the interesting one, by Rubiton, of course, Cox Plate winner out of a Military Plume mare. Got 1600 metres last time, first time out to a middle distance. It did go okay. Whether or not it can keep going, I'm not sure. It would probably need a heavy track for me to consider. What was that one? That was the third. So now we're on to the fourth. Now, Penny Banger. She is in my star stable, and I can't wait for April 16th when I can trade her out. Sugar Babe, I got her at $17 for the Golden Slipper. I think I'll get unders on the day. She should get through. I think she's probably going to be too good for this lot, so I think she's okay. Delta Girl, she's just tough. Gee, she's a nice filly. I really, really do like that filly. I know Shane Dye was on the new Channel 9 show, which is just, and talking 1400, but this girl, she doesn't shirk from a fight, and she will give you a good show. Now we're on to the fifth, and well, what can you say? It's just an absolutely tremendous race. There is some really, really good talent in this race. I mean, Triple Honour, Weekend Hustler, the world's greatest 3-year-old. Well, he was a nose away, so what does that make him? Cent percent. If it was a slow to heavy, he might be one. Mega Tick, the West Australian star. We've got Cravings, who's bombed his start the last 2 times, but I don't think he would have beat Tennant's. Tennant's Tiara goes alright, actually. Serious Speed, did you see her coming home in the Group 1 the other day in Adelaide? And well, we know she goes over a trip over 1600. Electromotive, well, that's actually one of mine. I don't mind it. I got that Quinella with Vandalo on Tab's wedding day when we're all having a punt in there with Billy the Greek and Freddie. Sleepy and Seamus and the boys. Now, I'm not going to bet it. There's just too much class. Triple Honour really does stand out, but now it comes back 200 metres. Just watch it. It's well worth for the future just watching it. The sixth race. To me, it's a race in 2. The Coolroom Candidate and also, where is it? Hawks' thing, Rio Osa. Rio Osa was pretty good last time. Kenny Lag got the blinkers on. Won't mind the sting out of the ground. Bit of a tough race. I don't mind those two. Coolroom Candidate, of course, was only a couple of lengths behind Hot Danish, and well, Hot Danish is my star stable, and she's going to earn me some really, really good dollars. Gamble Me, Freedman coming up. It's often around the mark, raced in the Galaxy last time. So you've got to think that it's going to be quick over 1200. Coolroom Candidate and Rio Osa without actually being overly confident. Now we get to the Guineas, and well, let's count them off. We've got Marching, we've got Latorio. King Dakar ran a very, very good race last time for a horse I didn't think would get over the 1600, even though it is a flying spur. Who else have we got in this race? Latorio. Dealer Principles had specking today. Solo Flyer, don't think so. Arlington, well, if Weekend Hustler is the world's best 3-year-old, well, Arlington's a length off him last time. What do you say about him? Guillotine, Efficient's half. Well, yeah, he's Efficient's half. Largo, Ladwell, David Hayes is taking him over. Has he got the trick to him? I just seem to think, and obviously I'll be eating my words, but I seem to think that he's just that horse that will run on into that into the race and always be a next starter and just won't ever be that start. Just my opinion. Imperator, they've talked about him Derby since he first raced, not for mine. There is one, the old Pillar of Hercules. Now, if you look at his sectionals, they've been the same as the winners in both the Cadbury Guineas and the Randwick Guineas last time. Gonna be right up there. Has got the blinkers on. I think the instructions would have to be to get him forward, get him rolling, and I could imagine he'll be $70. He was $100 the other day. I think he'd be $70 plus even, and well worth a place ticket. I think with Tim Clark on board obeying, not so much obeying instructions actually, but yeah, I think it might be worth a place chance. Now the 8th, and you look at it, and you'd have to think it'd be one of the best of the day. No Wine, No Song picks itself, doesn't it? What a consistently marvellous horse, to my mind. Going up to 2,400, won the Sydney Cup lead up. Can't remember the bloody name of the race. Last year before the Sydney Cup, I think it was 3rd in the Sydney Cup. 57.5. It won with 54 last time. It's got Dolly on board. Well, ticks all the boxes for mine. Now the last, and here we finally get to the bet of the day. Bonhoeffer, the Toorak handicap winner from last year. Well, yeah, good luck to it. Malcolm, it always usually sooks. When it gets wet ground, German Chocolate, very nice horse. Fillets, going very well. Friday Creek will always be up around the money. Not so much a non-winner, but I think it's a winner earlier in its campaigns. Mr. Ubiquitous, did you see it fly last time in the Liverpool City Cup? Absolutely amazing now. But then we get to the bet of the day. 14 starts, 7 wins, 4 seconds and a third. Bobadar picks himself from Barrier 3. Absolutely picks himself. It, for mine, is the standout. So, previous to that, we'll be just looking after the fillies in the tents there at Rosehill. Can't wait for that actually. G'day. Now, in regards to specials, while we're waiting for Bobadar, there aren't any. Probably do a quaddie with No Wine, No Song and Bobadar standing out and put in the rest. Like go wide in the first 2 legs. Perhaps Sugar Babe, she's my slipper pick. I really am though starting to warm to that Related and also All American. I think the Colts have probably got it, but I've got Sugar Babe at a little bit of odds. But yeah, if you do the do No Wine, No Song one out, do Bobadar one out and go wide in the first 2 legs, I think we might have a crack at the quaddie. Okay, here's to you, here's to us, enjoy.